This is the terrifying moment when an explorer stumbles upon something so scary that it kills him. And while we don't know who this man was or where exactly he went, what we do know is that there are some places on Earth that you should never go. So make sure to stay away from these coordinates, because if you find yourself here, you might just end up dead. Some discoveries are too dangerous to be revealed, and some explorers paid the ultimate price. In 1982, an adventurer named Jonathan Reed led an expedition deep into the unexplored caves of the Andes Mountains. For weeks, he and his team documented strange markings, metallic objects and chambers, carved with a precision impossible for ancient tools. Reed believed he had found evidence of a civilization with knowledge far beyond our own. He wrote in his journal, "If this is revealed, history will collapse." Then one stormy night, his camp was attacked. Survivors later reported hearing helicopters and seeing lights in the sky. Reed disappeared, along with all his findings, and only fragments of his journal were ever recovered. Governments denied involvement, but rumors spread that Reed had uncovered technology not meant for human hands. To this day, no one knows what he truly discovered. Some say it was proof of extraterrestrial contact. Others believe it was a lost energy source that could change the balance of power. What is certain is that Jonathan Reed's discovery, whatever it was, vanished with him, leaving behind one of the greatest mysteries in exploration history. There are some places that you should just never go, like this cave in Laos, which was only ever mapped out 30 years ago. It took scientists nearly 40 years to even realize that there was a hole in the side of the cave leading to a whole other massive cavern filled with thousands of ancient human remains. But even though they made the discovery, scientists decided to keep the exact location of this cave a secret. That's because these bones belonged to a very important part of human history. And by keeping the location of this cave a secret, it prevents grave robbers from stealing these priceless artifacts. But there are also some islands that you should never go to, like Vozdrostnia Island. This island used to be a Soviet biological weapons testing facility, and while it's now abandoned, it's still very dangerous. That's because the Soviets did some really messed up things on this island, including infecting people with deadly viruses like anthrax. And since nobody's cleaned up the mess they made, this island is still very radioactive. And if you go there today, you can get seriously sick or even die. And then there's the Mariana Trench, one of the most mysterious places on Earth. That's because it's incredibly hard to explore. If you're anywhere near here and your submarine isn't equipped to handle extreme pressure, you won't survive. In fact, the only reason why we know anything about the Mariana Trench is because of a guy named Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh. They were the first people to ever reach the bottom of this trench back in 1960. And while they didn't stay long, they did manage to take some footage of what they saw, which included dead whales and fish. But unfortunately, their submarine was leaking and they had to leave before they got crushed to death. But despite how dangerous these places are, people still go there. And sometimes those people don't even come back. Take, for example, the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Every year, ships and planes go missing in this area, and we don't know exactly what happens to them. Some say it's because of magnetic storms, while others blame it on giant waves. But whatever the reason, you don't want to go there because it's likely that you won't return. Now, some of you might think that going to these places is totally worth it, but ask yourself, is it really? Do you want to risk your life to explore uncharted territory or discover ancient artifacts? Or maybe you just want to see what's at the bottom of the ocean. Whatever your reason, I'm curious to hear from you in the comments down below. But until then, I've got another scary video right over here for you to watch next. And if you want to keep watching, just click on the screen.